flies.
Hey, you think when this is all...
Excuse me.
There's my soon-to-be body beautiful. Dr. Sloan? I never should have doubted you.
Settle down for the night.
We're going live in 3, 2...
Pretty good day's camping.
Let's check in with another update from Professor
Let
Jim
me
Scott.
turn my TV down.
It's starting to get darker out here. The shadows are...
Jim?
I'm watching Creep Show on Prime. It's pretty good. I like it. We have the air conditioning going because it's hot out here, believe it or not. What is the date? September something still?
29th.
29th of September. We was need the air conditioning going.
It was a high of 82.
Yeah. But we had a nice dinner. Candy's reading her book on her Kindle book. What do they call those?
It's just a book on Kindle. It's like
yeah, but there's
the fire.
What do they call the books on Kindle? It's like a
books.
I thought there was like a name for it.
No,
like,
this is
like an e-book or something.
It's an e-book.
Okay, e-book. See?
Yeah. Sorry,
I knew.
I didn't know what you were going at.
But she's got herself an e-book. And this is part 2. And we're getting ready to call it a night. Hit the sack. So you can see we have just enough room in here for 2 people. Just perfect for 2 people. Very comfortable. We walked around last night. We got a glance at the campground. I'll probably show you a little bit of that in the morning. But they do have one cabin. They rent one cabin here. One. So it's not much of a cabin, but
it holds about probably
4 people. Well, they had 4 beds in there, 4 beds and a picnic table.
We're twins, so they could hold 2 people.
So anyway, there's no running water or anything in the cabin that they're renting out here. There's no amenities, no electricity even, nothing. But hey, that's the adventure of it, right? See you guys in the morning. Finish watching Creep Show.
We're in the morning. Had a great hike yesterday. Did about over 3.
Hey, you didn't make the bed.
No, not yet. Thanks for reminding me. You say people don't make the bed anyway. Anyway, we had a really good hike yesterday. Did about 3.64 miles. Walked around the Kettle River. It was wonderful. Learned a lot about how they quarried sandstone here. 136 years ago it was established, and I had mentioned before that once the demand for sandstone was basically diminished, the town pretty much dried up at the time. At one time there were about 500 workers here. There was actually a railroad coming in to get the quarry out, and the park has 17 miles of hiking trails, and most of them are right down there by the river. Very scenic views. And Wolf Creek Trail has a waterfall, but it was closed because they're doing some construction down there. So unfortunately, we didn't get to see the 20-foot tall descending waterfall. So if we ever come back, hopefully we'll see it. But there's supposed to be another waterfall in town that we actually have to drive to. We may or may not hit it, don't know. We're going to do a little looking around just for fun once we break up camp here. But overall, very enjoyable campground. Small. I think there's only 34 sites, just a handful electric, but very quiet. So we had a good time as usual.
We are all packed up and we are gonna go see some waterfalls if it's open. Let me give you a real quick tour of the campground before we leave. Were these people here last night?
The car wasn't, so they must come in sometime during the evening.
This is the way for the campground tour, right? Yep.
Yeah, but you have to go left, and then again, if you have to go all the way around.
There isn't hardly any electrical sites, and I think there's only 30 some camping sites, period. This is mostly tent camping, but we'll go around real quick before we leave the park here. I know you guys are like craving more hiking. I know that's what you want, but yeah, we're not gonna do that. Well, we are, but just not here. There's a hiking trail right there. And we're trying to figure out what these big mounds are, because we didn't really see any public toilets that weren't like vaulted type. Maybe that they do have them, they're just closed for now probably. You can see it's pretty rustic. And there isn't a lot of people here. And all the facilities are pretty much the vaulted type. There's a tent camper here. They got plenty of openings. And this is what they pretty much look like on both sides of the road here. I didn't do a bicycle again this time around. Right, that's that little cabin I was telling you guys about. That's the only one they got here. There's a hardcore guy who got his camping out of the back of his car. He's got his kayaks there. Another tent camper. There's lots of tent campers, lots of pack-in tent campers like I talked about in yesterday's video. In fact, one guy showed up on a bicycle. Truly did. He showed up on a bicycle, had all his backpack, all his gear, set up camp, and yeah, much younger than us, let's just say. And you know, that's pretty much it for this campground. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it, so it's a good time of year to get your campsite, because my guess would be this is a pretty popular place in the summertime. I'd say that's a pretty good guess too, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it was pretty popular for the day use people. There are a lot of people on the trails, so it was kind of nice to see everybody out enjoying themselves. Nice fall days, last of the warm days really. But yeah, very popular with the hikers.
You know, popular for, let's just say, this time of year. All right, we're gonna go hopefully see a waterfall. We are in the town of Sandstone. Nice small town. Beautiful looking town, Sandstone, Minnesota. Got the Ace Hardware store, park, railroad. Pretty cool. And we're looking for the waterfall. I love these small Minnesota towns. You figure it out?
Yeah, I found it on the map.
Okay.
Just, unfortunately, there's no street sign here, but it might be we're right here. Pine Avenue South is over here, so, and then it says take a mile. According to this thing, really bad instructions.
So we're close to it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. Away we go.
You gotta watch where you're going.
Yeah, she's a backseat driver.
Front seat driver.
Front seat driver.
And I found out there's no brake pedal on my side.
Boy, I'm glad there isn't too, because we'd be stopping every 30 seconds. Anyway, this is the neighborhoods in downtown actually not, well, I guess you'd call it downtown Sandstone. It's all sandstone. There's a church. The guy in his living room on the computer. Look right in and see what's going on. Okay, we're looking for 3rd Street. We're still trying to find this waterfall.
This should be 2nd.
This should, well, there's no street signs. No street signs anywhere.
There's one coming up.
Okay. Isn't that the color you guys want to paint your house? Yeah. Ooh, they got big apartments here.
Another church?
No, that's...
Okay, I say take a right here. This is 3rd Street.
Okay, we're going to take a right here.
And our hope is it's going to intersect with Pine Avenue South.
Pine Avenue.
Look at the curbs.
Believe me when I tell you this, you can't do this in a 5th wheel. Where we're going.
Okay, Pine Avenue South should be maybe past coming up. I hope.
Yeah, the reason we missed it is see right there,
Yeah.
it's all this shrubbery covering it, all this equipment, heavy equipment that's covering it.
Okay, now we gotta stop. Stop. Oh,
Thank you.
okay. She's laughing.
So
Thanks.
you can see why we would miss something like this. It's pretty blocked off. But here's the park, and I guess we got to park here somewhere.
Yeah, I think we park right here.
Okay, we park right here and we got to hike in, I guess.
Yeah, right.
All right. We got to park. You sure there's not parking in there?
I don't know. I've never been here. It said destinations is on your right. We could give it a try.
There's got to be more than that parking
We're not
for
5
this.
tons, are we? Right here.
That's the septic.
You parking right here, though. I don't know. It's up to you. You're the one.
Let's go in.
You're the one driving. Have to turn this around.
Well, we at least found the park we're supposed to go to, and now it's quite a ways in here, so hopefully there's parking to accommodate the adventure mobile, which
I'm sure.
I don't have any doubt there will be.
Then we just park along the road.
Road narrows.
Ooh, big time. Sweet. top and see where we go.
Which way do we go?
That park. I'm sure there's going to be some signs to let us know which way.
All right, now we're gonna park.
Oh, they actually got camping here.
Ooh, they have campsites here apparently, Candy says. That's cool.
It says camping rooms.
Yeah.
Tent camping.
All right.
Are your back doors locked?
We made it. Candy went out and sort of did a pre-flight check on where this is. So she says it's only like a quarter of a mile or something.
The map says 0.4, so we'll see. Everything else on that map's been wrong.
Anyway, apparently there's a campsite. Campsites are right down this road here. But it's a little sketchy on us taking that beast back there. Maybe we'll hike it, I don't know. But we're gonna go see the waterfall now. The river is literally right there. I mean, it's right there. And I got what's left of my coffee. So it's awesome. And my guess, and I think it's a pretty good one, is the fish in here would be absolutely phenomenal. Let's go have a real quick peek at the access for boats. It's deep. It's really deep. There's a little rapids there. I hope that's not the waterfall they're talking about. Anyway, it looks like there used to be some kind of a bridge going across here. It's no longer in use. All right. Away we go. Candy was just telling me that they're not called bathrooms here, they're called necessary rooms. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of old-fashioned. Anyway, I guess people actually come here to rock climb because see all the cliffs behind the necessary rooms? How hard.
Oh yeah, I guess.
But yeah.
I guess they allow rock climbing here.
At your own risk.
Yeah, well, anybody that's been watching this channel, all 2 or 3 of you, know that one of the things I love about these Minnesota parks, like unlike, you know, a lot of the places I've been, Arizona, Utah, California, is you're on your own. You know, they give you the warnings, but they don't rope. I guess it'd be kind of hard to do, to rope everything off or prevent it. Absolutely not. Do this, do that. they're pretty conservative in letting people do what they want here. But they got this big rock formations here. Apparently they allow you to climb them. So yeah, here's necessary rooms. That's cool. All right. Here's the park.
Yeah, very nice. There's a trail there. More trail.
Yeah, the last one we looked at was a boat launch. This is your portage launch, like your canoe launch here. This park is pretty impressive. We could have drove right down here. See this?
Yeah, I see that.
No, there's some pretty low hanging branches there. Maybe not. Probably not. And you just carry your canoe down here.
Yeah. Are you ready to get off the river after the rapids? Come on out.
Here they have rock seating. Maybe this is the amphitheater.
Oh, you know what? Maybe.
This looks like it might be the amphitheater, the Flintstone amphitheater. Curbs and cornerstones.
Yeah, it says streets all over Midwest were paved with Kettle River sandstone, advertises free from slipperiness and noise of granite. Neat.
Probably a whole lot cheaper too.
1907, this picture was taken, and it says, if you were reading this in 1907, you'd be standing over here. Apparently, that's where the picture was, or this placard hung up. Used to have a railroad bridge.
Group camping, $30 per night. And this looks like a road, not a hiking trail.
Yeah, gotta go somewhere, maybe some more group camps.
Which way?
I go straight, there's a big bridge coming up.
Oh yeah, I see it through the trees there. X marks the tree that needs to come down. This could be what was an old bridge.
Yeah.
Look at those colors. Very cool.
That looks like a train bridge.
I wonder if in the old days, like we're showing you these pictures of the old days, I wonder if the people in those pictures were thinking, boy, I wish it was the old days.
That does look like the bridge that was in that picture, doesn't it?
Another wipe your feet thing.
Looks like that white car that we saw earlier.
Yeah, it is.
Those rocks are amazing.
That bridge doesn't look used, except maybe by, it looks like birds are using it.
Yeah.
There's some birds in there, building nests or something in there. Of course, it's not spring, so probably not. Oh look, here's some petroglyphs. This is probably from the ancient times here. All these writings. Yeah. Oh, wow. Very cool.
That took some modern engineering.
Yeah, I could use some of this stuff in my metal shop. I could make a wagon. Hey, look, there's a bed and breakfast. See, bread and breakfast. This must be where you go in. Yeah. Yeah, see that?
Definitely could get out of the rain. Crevice there.
Anyway, we're looking for the waterfall. I don't hear anything. I don't think we're going the right way, personally. But the trail goes somewhere. This big rock wall. It just goes and goes and goes. And we came to a dead end, and we did not find any waterfall.
Well, at least we saw some other nice stuff. I guess you could go further, but no, I'm not. I don't even hear any water.
All right, we obviously didn't go the right way, or we're not even at the right park. I think we are, but we didn't.
Yeah, this is the right park. It's supposed to be Robinson Park. This is Robinson Park.
Okay.
Unless it's just because it's been a dry year, the waterfall's not running as well.
I think they had to put up a sign, me personally. This trail probably didn't really dead end, but it's probably for the more experienced hiker to hike across those giant squares of sandstone. I'm just not going to do it. So we'll give another shot at finding this waterfall. I can see water again. And here's the bridge. Look at all that steel. That is a ton of steel. That bridge does not look like it's in use at all. I wouldn't want to drive over it. It's pretty rusty. But what do I know? There's the river. This is still the Kettle River?
Yeah.
This is still the Kettle River from yesterday's video. or the last video, I should say. Here's a little trail going down to the river right here, and I hear running water. I don't know if that's it or not. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Okay, I'll bet it's at that campground. There's trails coming and going from every direction here, and they're not marked anywhere. Yes, they want experts like me to figure it out. Okay. All right, we're gonna back from whence we started, and we're gonna go the other way. Into the campground. There ain't no waterfall here, or we asked like 3 people, and none of them know anything about it. So this is only a $10 a night camping fee, and even though they promote this place as a place to go see a waterfall, we're probably at the wrong place, or it's just not flowing. This is an old bridge embankment here. All right. Candy says we might be in the wrong place.
Anyway, we're right here.
Okay.
And then where all that construction was somehow, we needed to find this Pine Avenue South. Never found it though.
Big Spring Falls Trail.
I'll see.
So we just have to backtrack the way we came?
I don't even know. You go do what you're going to do. I'll see if I can find it on the map.
All right. I'm going to hike back in here while Candy looks up where the waterfall is supposedly. I'll hike back up in here, see what a $10 a night campsite looks like. My guess would be not much. And I was right. Barely have a place to park. But they give you a picnic table. And here's a parking area, or a road, I guess. Here's site number 2. A place to park. You know what? That's not so bad. I could back my adventure mobile up in here even. Oh yeah, pretty rustic. They give you a place to pitch a tent here. A campfire ring here. Picnic table. And it's being used, and it's very picturesque. There's nobody here, but we saw the people that were coming out, and they were in, let's just say, older vehicles like I drive. And they were sedans, 4-door sedans. So Yeah, it is. It's like a place I would camp. And here's another fire pit. And this looks like a river overlook. Little rock island out there. And I can hear traffic from here. And I'm coming into another clearing, and that looks like another bridge. Big piece of steel. Another fire ring with an overlook. And here's space 3. And it goes back here quite a ways. I'm not going to go all the way back there, but you can see it's got another bridge. And remember, I come here so you don't have to. But here's another primitive campsite. Somebody left some paper behind. But here's a place to pitch your tent. It's all framed in, has soft sand. Perfect place for nomads. Perfect place for nomads. And here's a trail that goes off into the woods somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the Kodiak and see if Candy found a place to go. Or not, might end up going home. Well, we'll see. I was walking out to the adventure adventure truck, camper, and I just noticed this going by. Let's see what the heck it is. Some kind of old sandstone house. Maybe an old pump house or something. I don't know. Let's go see real quick. Oh, it's a couple of them. Look at that. Yeah, very cool. Very old. Very scenic. And see, there's the adventure van right there, adventure truck. Okay. Okay, while I was showing you guys what a $10 campsite looks like, Candy was doing some navigating and...
Hopefully. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. All right, we're coming down a dead-end road. We found the road we should have been on before, but the reason we didn't find it isn't our fault. We drove by construction crews with the road signs in the claw of the backhoe. It's true. Yep, they're putting up new signs or taking down old signs. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know if this is it.
Heck, what's this?
There's a trail right there.
Area closed, area closed.
Huh. Until further notice. Guess we can't see no waterfalls this trip. That sucks.
Well, this was a bust, but at least you got to see some $10 campsites.
Well, it'd be nice if they put a notice up on the street.
Yeah.
I bet that's where it's at.
This is where we needed to go here.
drive to highlighted route.
And we have the last stop before home. $41. And coffee. Say hi.
Hi.
Say see you later.
See you later.